Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and tonight I am going to be working on another March Madness layout live on YouTube here with you guys. So I hope some of you will join me live. I do realize that I am not here at the time I said I was going to be here because I got held up at work, and sometimes that just can't be helped. But I don't have the kind of job that you can just walk away from sometimes. So it is what it is, but I'm here now and I'm super excited to be here. Can't wait to create this layout with y'all. So I am going to be working on another Disney layout today, and we are working with this sketch down here by Cynetta Seekins, and she is Scrappy_Faith. I think that must be an Instagram handle, but I didn't actually have time to go check it out. So I hope you will go check her out, and I will definitely go afterwards and try to tag her in my Instagram posts, see if that works, because I always like to give credit to our wonderful sketch creators over on Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, which is where this sketch is from. So if you are not familiar with Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, please go check it out. I will have the Facebook group linked below where you can find all of the sketches. So there's 17 series of 30 sketches. That's a lot of sketches to go and look through. And then each one, if you look at the comments, that's where everybody posts their take on the sketch. So you get lots of different ideas on how to use the same sketch over and over in different ways, which is super cool. There's also a collaborative playlist that we can all add to. So if we create a layout on YouTube, we can add our YouTube video link into the same collaborative playlist, so you can just click on that playlist and then watch a whole bunch of videos. I really like those collaborative playlists because I can click on one and I can work at my desk, and it's almost like being at a crop. I can look up and see what somebody else is doing. I can listen to the chitter chatter about the creating, and I love that. So I hope some of you will go check that out as well. We also have Calvin Ball happening in the month of March. So that's why I call it March Madness, because we have two different major challenges happening, and I try to participate in both of them at the same time. So that's kind of fun for me. And it's a little bit crazy to do something like that every single day. So, like I said, life happens. I was here a little bit late today, but I'm just going to keep trying to be here at 6 p.m. Mountain Time every day. And if I know in advance that I can't be, I'll let you guys know. And if I don't know, then I'll just get here when I get here. But I'm really going to make an effort to be here at 6 p.m. Mountain Time every day in March. So that's going to be fun. And if you have not gone to check out Calvin Ball, it is another free challenge. It is on the Scrap Happy membership. It will be linked below. You can sign up for free. There's a gallery you can look at. And then there's a list of rules. They're called rules, but that's loosely termed. It's kind of like a checklist. And I love this challenge because it forces me to go through my craft room and not just work with what is most fresh in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be like a reminder, like today, I see that stencils have been added to the thing. So I actually went and opened the stencil drawer and picked a stencil. Like, I probably wouldn't have done that if that wasn't on the list. So I really like that kind of like encouragement to go and look and see what else is out in my craft room instead of just what's in the forefront of my mind. So and then it brings other things to the forefront of my mind, which I also love. My printer's talking to me. I hate when it does that. It just like randomly will turn on like that, and then I'm like, what's happening? Because I'm here by myself. Anyway, so that is part of the fun too. So I'm going to keep this a little bit to the side because I'm just coming in here hot. Like, I just came in from work and started the stream and whatever. All I did yesterday was pulled out my photos and typed up my journaling, and it was just sitting here on my desk. So I don't even see the journaling at this point, but it was here. Hopefully it'll turn up while we're recording. And then I also went on to the Scrap Happy membership group and added the items that were added today. Because every day the rules change. That's what Calvin Ball is. It's a game where the rules change every single day, every time you play. So it's so fun. try it. Check it out. It's free. It's fun. It's not for nobody is the scrapbooking police going to go and check your points or whatever. It's on the honor system. It's just for fun. I like to count my points. You don't have to. You can just look at this and be like, oh, that's a good idea. I'll do that. Right? So, however you want to do it. But I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you're joining me and I'm glad you want to see what's happening, whether you're watching live or from later. I'm really happy that you're here. Thank you so much. So the first thing that I'm going to do is in this sketch, we have, it's really hard to see on the screen, isn't it? Okay, I'll bring it up here. So we have this, it's a patterned paper, it looks like in the background. And then on the side, we have all these strips. And some of them have word strips on top. And then we have a little, I think this is a journaling block. And then they're really hard to see because my printer did not print these well, but there's 2 photo frames in there. So they're kind of like Instagram sort of frame, Polaroid frames. So I have 2 square photos. And then the title is across the bottom. I'm not sure if my title will fit there or not. We will have to see. And then I think this is like a little embellishment cluster here, here, and up here. So that's what we're working with in terms of sketch. Now, I don't have the strips that I thought I had, but I do have this. So instead of strips, we're going to go with washi because I love a good challenge of using up some washi. So this is going to be fun. So we're going to go with that. But before we do that, because stencil is now added, I did go grab a stencil. Here's my phone. I was looking for you. I'm going to put it over here so I don't knock it on the floor. Okay. Here is the stencil I chose. It is called School Rules from Echo Park Paper. It's a 6x6 stencil. It's pretty old. I don't know when it's from, but I've had it for a really long time. It's probably not currently available, but anytime you see stencils that have these common patterns, those are the ones I'm always aiming for, like stars, stripes, circles, hearts, things that you're going to use over and over again. That's what I love. Okay, so this one is one of my faves. It's a star stencil, which I think goes really well with Disney. I feel like also we have stars on our Calvin Ball list. So that's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? We got those 2 things off of our Calvin Ball checklist. I'm just grabbing a scrap piece of paper so that I'm not inking on my desk. And I am going to kind of go zigzaggy down the center of my white cardstock with my stencil. And we'll see how it turns out. So I went and grabbed some fossilized amber distress oxide ink, and that is what I'm going to stencil into these little stars. And I don't want them to be any kind of perfect. I just want them kind of zigzagged down to the center part because I'm going to cover most of the sides with washi, right? So I don't need a big, like I don't want to cover the whole background. I just want it to be in some spots. But I think this one I'm going to want to go right off the page. So there we go. How's that? That's fun, right? Okay, so I have some ink, some stencils, some stencil brush. These are my fave. I love the colored ones. I know that the black ones work just as well, but I'm a sucker for the pretty rainbow. All right. Now, my next step is to decide how far in. So now I'm thinking my photos will go like down the center somehow, right? Now, how far in do I want my washi to go is the next question. So I'm going to grab a ruler. And basically all I'm going to do, okay, I have 2 T-square rulers on my desk now because that's, I don't know where my brain is at. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. So I'm going to put a line down the side here. And maybe I'll grab my grid ruler too and just see how far in I am. So I can tell you. This way. Okay. Like, which way did the numbers go on here? So many lines. Okay, so about 3 inches in, and I'm going to grab my pencil. And so basically what's going to happen is all of my washi is going to pass this 3-inch mark. Okay. So all of my strips are going to pass that 3-inch mark. Okay. So then on the other side, same kind of thing. I'm going to go about, but not quite necessarily, 3 inches in. And then all of my strips, oops, moved my ruler, weird. All of my strips of washi will go past my pencil line. Okay, and then that just kind of gives me a boundary. They don't all have to be at the pencil line. I don't want it to be a straight line of washi. I want it to be kind of like, I was going to say scattered, but I don't think that's the right word. Staggered. There we go. I was getting there. Words are hard, man. Okay, so we are going to start at the top of the page and just grab some red Mickey Mouse washi. So this is from Simple Stories, Say Cheese Classic Mouse. It's the, well, I don't know if it's the most recent, what do you call it? Simple Stories amusement park collection or not, but it's the most recent one I've got. So I love it. It's all Steamboat Willie because Steamboat Willie is past his copyright date. So now he's 100 years old, right? So now other people can use his image. So that's fun, right? So red, orange, another big one. Let's do the black one. Oops. I left a big gap. It's really hard to see far away from me. Maybe I need to flip my paper. I don't know. I'm trying. There we go. Maybe another thin one. We'll go with this. You know what? Here's me changing my mind about stuff. I don't want the two white background ones to be together. So I'm going to put this one up here. And then I'm going to move this yellow one down under the black. So that when I put the white Mickey Minnie alternating ones down here, then the two white washies aren't touching each other. Just for like that. Like it's just visually going to be more interesting if the two white ones aren't on top of each other. I think. That's my personal preference. There is no wrong way though, obviously. Just go for it. Just put the washi on the paper, right? So here is Mr. Steamboat Willie. Willie before he was named Mickey. Is that, I don't know, is that a thing? I feel like he's Mickey, but I guess he started out as Willie. Maybe there was two mice. That wasn't in the Walt Disney movie though. Did everybody see that movie with, oh gosh, I can't remember his name. Anyways, all about how Walt Disney came from poverty and he had a little mouse in his pocket. That's where Mickey came from. Kind of cute. It was a cute show. Here we have the yellow again. And these kind of layouts, because have you ever like bought a roll of washi and been like, I am never going to use that entire roll of washi? Well, you can. You just got to come up with fun, exciting ideas on how to do that. Oh, that's not the right one. It goes after yellow. White. Why did I put black again? Silly girl. So lots of fun, different, exciting ways that you can use washi. Anytime you see little strips on your sketches, go for the washi. And I feel like I need to use my washi more because it tends to like get to a point where you can't get it off the roll anymore, right? So red. This one crisscross. I don't remember what that pattern's called. And then the black. So let's put the black one back on here. So this layout is all about one of the rides at Disneyland, Disneyland, called Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. If you've never been, it's pretty fun. So I don't know if everybody was around when Roger Rabbit came out. It was like in the 80s, right? Late 80s, early 90s. No, 88. I just did the journaling last night. So 88, Roger Rabbit comes out, and it's a movie that includes not only cartoons, but real people. So that was pretty innovative technology, I think, for 1998. And it was kind of a cute little story where this rabbit is married to this beautiful redhead, and the weasels are the bad guys, which is hilarious because weasels are a bit scary in my opinion. So makes sense that they would be bad guys in a movie. And so when you go through this ride, you take the taxi. I can't remember what his name is, but he does have a name. He's a character. And you follow Roger and try to get Jessica back. And when you're in the ride too, you can spin your car around, which of course my son, my oldest, thinks that's funny to spin and spin and spin. And his brother gets motion sick, so he knew not to get on the ride with his brother. Okay, yellow. But yeah, what a cute movie. I haven't watched that in a really long time. Maybe that should be on my list of Disney movies I want to watch. And then white. I also didn't get on this ride the last time I was there. Is it still there? I don't know. I was really sick that day. And we didn't get over there until later at night. And it might have still been there and I just didn't know because I was so ill. But you can't have a sick day when you're in Disney. It's not allowed. I only had tickets to Disneyland for one day. I didn't have time to be sick. But yeah, I honestly don't remember if this ride is even still there. Couldn't tell you. Guess I should have looked that up before I came online. Hey, that'd be good information to have. Yellow. So I'm not measuring it up to that line. I'm just making sure that everything goes over that line so that I get at least 3 inches of pattern covering the sides of my page. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. And I guess I'll just keep going, even though that's kind of beyond the... Okay, so I'm just going to move this. I'm going to tear this up a little bit. And then I'm going to show you what I do. I don't know if this is even a tip or if this is just a thing that I do. I don't know. But I will just run a bead of white glue along the back here. And then I'm just going to like tip my paper over and fold. And then all of those are just going to tuck in behind the paper. And that glue will just help tack it down so that it doesn't come up when I'm trying to slide it back into the page protector. And then, I don't know what I'm going to do about this one. Maybe, do I want to fold it over or cut it off? I can't decide. I think maybe I'll just cut that bottom one. So I'm just going to flip my page and cut along the edge of the paper. There. Okay. And then the other side, I'm going to start with the white one No, I'm going to start with the black one and do a similar pattern, but I'm going to go from the bottom to the top. So black, then yellow, then white. Then red. So it's the same pattern, but in reverse, right? Anyway. Who remembers the movie Roger Rabbit? There's also, let's see if I remember what it's called. It's like Roger Rabbit's kryptonite. The Dip, right? Is that what it's called? The Dip. And so if the cartoon gets dipped in the dip, I don't know what it's supposed to be, some kind of toxic something, they'll disappear and they can never come back. So evil little weasels are the bad guys. They are in this ride. They're like spilling the dip on the road and then making the car slide around. It's kind of funny. There's a lot of fun ways to use washi. One of my favorite ones is to back a cut file. So not just any cut file, like not your average, like I'm going to get like a title cut file or whatever, but more like, let's say I made a cut file that was one big heart in the center of my page. And then in behind it, I want just strips of washi. I think that always looks so fun when it's framed like that. It just looks really cool. This one. What other great tips do we have for using washi? Well, my biggest tip is probably to use it quickly because, like I said, it kind of gets icky if you don't. And make sure that you buy patterns that you're going to use. So this particular one is pretty specific. So if you don't have a ton of Disney themed photos, you're not going to buy a Disney themed pack of washi tape because that's not going to go very far, right? But if you love, again, with like common patterns like stencils, right? Stars, stripes, dots, all those things, those are the ones that I typically go for. I don't usually buy the ones that are themed like this because I don't use them as much. But this, I knew that I was going to use this one, so no worries. And look at me, just going for it. Lots of washi on this layout, right? So I'm sorry, this is probably going to take a minute. I probably should have done this part off camera, but like I said, I just walked in the door and came to join you guys, so hopefully it's not too terribly painful. I could tell you a little bit more about Calvin Ball. So Calvin Ball, first of all, is named after, it's not like a specific scrapbooking thing. It's named after a game from the cartoon. Have you guys ever seen the cartoon Calvin and Hobbes, where there's a little boy and he has an imaginary tiger, and the tiger is his imaginary friend. So like he can see the tiger all the time, but the reader can really only see the tiger when there's no other people around. So him and this tiger have this game that they call Calvin Ball. And basically, it's a game that they play. It never really ends. They play it all the time. And every time they play, the rules are different because it's kind of like this game is whatever Calvin wants. That's kind of the premise of it, which is hilarious. And then they have So that's where the like, let's play the same game over and over, but never play it the same way twice. That's where that comes from. So then, many years ago, and I have no idea when this all started, but Scrap Happy didn't always host the Calvin Ball Challenge. It started out with a different scrapbook membership group called Get Scrapped, I think it was called, or Get It Scrapped. I can't remember. And it was run by Debbie Hodge, and she was amazing. And when she had to close her Facebook group or her membership group, these are crooked, weird. When she had to close her membership group, she asked Alice if Scrap Happy would be willing to take on the Calvin Ball Challenge because it's a fan favorite. Everybody loved it. The people were worried about it disappearing. And so Alice was like, sure, like, bring it, you know? So then when she first took it over, she was very confused because of the nature of Calvin Ball, the rules are also different. So then people were counting their points, but nobody was counting the same way twice either. It seemed like there was no like consistency in the way that people were playing. So she kind of got a little group of people together who'd been playing for a long time, and they all made some decisions about how Scrap Happy was going to do it. And so that's the Calvin Ball that you see today. And so the idea of it was like, let's use things in our scrapbook spaces that we don't use all the time. So part of it is that like some people literally will like save all year those little like weird embellishments that you get in a collection that are like questionable, where you're like, why? This is not a zoo or jungle collection. Why on earth is there a zebra? Right? Why is there a flamingo? Why is there? So when they talked about all of these like bizarre trends in scrapbooking where you end up with all these, like there was a time when llamas were a really big thing, and there was a time when what else? Anyway, you get the idea. Flamingos are a big thing. So then they came up with this, I don't know, what do you call him? A mascot, I guess. And his name is the Scrapavocado. And he's an avocado, because that's another thing that is like, okay, not everybody even eats avocados, but they're in all of these scrapbook collections. What do you do with an avocado? So now it's become kind of like a running thing. And so Scrapavocado shows up every year at Calvin Ball and always starts off on the list. And so of course, for the last couple of years, I would like go through the list and be like, yeah, no, I'm not getting that avocado point like ever, because I don't know what to do. So then my friend Ruth sent me all these like teeny little avocado stickers that are all doing different things and whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get so many avocado points. And so that's why if you're watching me and you're like, she keeps putting like random avocados on her layout. Okay, it's still not straight. I don't understand what I did, but okay. We're just going to roll with it. And if you're wondering what on earth Nadine is doing with all those avocados, I'm getting points. And so in the future, when I look at these layouts, I'm going to be like, oh, that's a Calvin Ball layout because it has an avocado on it. And it's not about guacamole. So that's why the avocado, that's how Scrapavocado became the mascot. You can actually buy Calvin Ball merch on the Scrap Happy website, if that's something that you think might be fun and exciting. Calvin Ball also, when you sign up for Calvin Ball, it is free. You don't have to be part of the membership or anything to play along. It's open to everyone in our Scrappy community. And you also get access to the Zoom crops. So you get 2 Zoom crops with your signing up for Calvin Ball, which is super fun. There, I got it. All my washi is on there. And the next one, so the first one was on March 1st, which was kind of a good idea, actually. At first I was like, really, March 1st, right when it starts? But I liked it because then they during the crop, Alice asks everybody, like, what do you want me to add to the list? So because we had it on the first day, there were so many things on the list that you were able to get more points than you usually would get on that first layout. So that was kind of fun. The next one is on it's not September, March 17th. And then we also have Scrap Happy also does a free live every month, if you didn't know about that. So there is a live stream tomorrow, or not tomorrow, sorry, on Saturday, March 8th it'll be 10 a.m. my time, 10 a.m. Mountain, so 9 a.m. Pacific, noon in Eastern time. And you can go and sign up for those for free also. You just have to sign up for the mailing list, I think. And then you get a link to the Zoom crop, which is also fun. And they do that in collaboration with the Scrap Room, if you've ever seen that, which is a kit company who make incredible kits, by the way. I love seeing what Alice gets every month. And she gives away a free kit if you're to one person who's attending the crop every month, which is kind of cool. So there's that. Okay. Now I've talked my way through all that washi. What are we going to do next? Let's find out. So I want to put my photos on here. One of the scrapbook or Calvin Ball points is for frames. So let me see if there is some kind of frame, because I know that there's some square frames in here. Is there a frame that I want to use? That one's not quite big enough. And I think those are the biggest ones. So probably not then. But you know what I could do is I could use one of these. This one kind of matches, hey? So I could use that one for like embellishing, like not, it's gonna hold an embellishment cluster, not a photo. Okay, so there's frame. So we got stars, journaling, 100 words or more. I'm just gonna move these washi rolls because they're gonna roll right off my table. So I could not get 100 words of journaling on one of these tags, so I made 2 tags, and I definitely had plenty to say. I have to figure out how. I think I want it to go this way, and so that this is the first one you read and this is the second one you read. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so there's that. This one didn't print the way I wanted it to, but it'll be fine. I can still read it. And I think I'm going to use my Black Soot Distress ink for my edges this time. I'm going to get rid of this paper now. And let me see. Where is I couldn't find my applicator tool. I had put it away. My goodness. Don't do that. Never find anything that way. All right. So let's get that on there. One of the other points for Calvin Ball is ribbon. So I think at the tops of these tags, I'm going to staple some ribbon. Yeah, I thought about reprinting that one, but then I'm like, no, I can just tuck it under a photo and it'll look like it's intentional. Where's my stapler? There he is. This is my tiny attacher from Tim Holtz. I love him. The tiny attacher. I mean, Tim Holtz is fine too, but it's the tiny attacher I really love. And let me see, what color of ribbon do I have that I would like to use? Ooh, I like this. These big dots. It's kind of fun. So let's see. I just want like a little piece. So I'm going to cut this just at an angle so it doesn't fray as bad. And then, and this is double-sided ribbon, so I don't have to worry about which side I want showing. There we go. And then that's just going to make a little V, and I can just staple it right onto my tag at the top there. That's how I'm going to do that. Another point for ribbon and another point for polka dot, because polka dot was another one that was added, I think, today. So then if I do it like this, then I want my angle to go this way. Okay, this can go back in my cookie jar, my ribbon jar. And I can staple this one to the top of this other tag. There we go. There. So now I have, this one's a little bit too long. I'm going to cut a little bit of that off of there. Okay. There we go. So what else do we got that we want to add on there? So we got our journaling typewriter font. We need a label. Okay, what color of label should we look for? I could do, let's find a red label. Oh, that one did not close properly, did it? I want kind of a smaller one because I'm going to put my date on there. That one matches really well. We'll put that on there. Maybe this can go somewhere like this. And then we have our date stamp over here. And we're going to stamp that right on to the label. Washi tape, finish, ribbon, stitching. Ooh, stitching. What can we do for that? Oh, there's a stitching line already on this tag. Done, and on this one. Look at that. Frame, paper clip. Ooh, I love paper clips. What do I have here? I have well, that's a weird one. I'm going to use this one. It has music notes on it, which is another point. It's just going to go on the top of my frame. Okay. What else do I got? Paper clip, enamel dots. Yeah, we'll do those at the end though, but yes, they're here. Hearts, doilies. Hearts and doilies. I don't know. I have a pack of doilies somewhere kicking around. Thought about using them yesterday and then I didn't. I could have. How about, what color do I want? Purple, no. Pink, no. Orange, also no. Yellow, it's not really the right yellow. And brown's not on here, so not those ones. What else do you got? I got more. Don't worry. I have white, but then my background is white. Let's do black. Okay. I'm obsessed with these Doodlebug doilies. I want them every pack in every color, but of course that's not very cost effective. So my store owner though, she is a gem and she takes these and pulls them all apart and makes little like mixed packages. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like this little bundle here, that's what you saw. So with the brown and the pink and the like this, that was from a mixed pack. So gotta love her for that. That's super helpful. So I'm going to put a doily back in here. What else? Hearts. Well, we can always find hearts. What kind of hearts do we want on here? You know what? I have an idea. Check out this sticker book. It's got hearts. It's got all kinds of hearts. Let's see if I can get... So I can use any of these, right? Little gems. These ones are too big. Let's pick something a little less intense. We got a smaller bundle of stickers. Oh, those are cute. And then one little mini sticker here, also cute. Okay, so we got hearts. doilies, polka dots. We got polka dot ribbon. Yep. Stencil. We did stenciling. Green. We have not added any green, but my son's got a green shirt on. And this little avocado has a little red bow, which fits my friend Andy's little red bow on her ears here. So we're going to put that on there. And what else we got? Music notes. I put a music note clip. We're going to use some white pen. I don't know what for, but we're going to think about that. We have a dolphin. Nope, we're not going to get a dolphin on here. A sloth. No. A pickle. I'm already putting an avocado. I can't also add a pickle. Memorabilia. Weirdly, no, I don't have any. Flower. There's a flower on my frame. We're using a sketch. That's another point. Triangles. Triangles. What do you got for me, sticker book? Do we have triangles in here? We have circles. We have all kinds of things. We have letters. We have, I don't know. None of my pattern washi has triangles. Yeah, maybe not. That might be not a working one. So, okay. Well, 'tis what it is. So maybe not a triangle. What else? Houses, holidays. This is not, well, I mean, we were on holidays. Does that count? And a dog. Oh my gosh, where's Pluto? I don't know. What about this guy's a cow, but is this guy a dog? I actually don't know. Okay, so my other idea was, do you see all of these like word strip stickers? So in the sketch, she has along those edges, she has like these little wordy bits. So I'm going to add word strips along the washi on places where I don't have embellishing happening. Keep life magical. And this is another way to like use your stash, right? Like get in there, use the things, follow your heart. Oh, that's so cute. You really are spectacular. A play on Willie. You really are. That's funny. What else we got? Whistle your way through life. Okay, you guys want to hear something funny? Whistling is my pet peeve. So I know that people do it and it's like intended to be like a happy thing, and it drives me bananas. And my kids thinks, for whatever reason, they think that's so funny. And so they actually, when they were growing up in my own house, they created something called the Whistling Club. And when they thought that I was feeling a little too grumpy, they would invoke the Whistling Club, which would either send me packing or make me laugh. So they are so funny. They're not. I'm just saying that because they're actually not funny. It was sarcasm. It's all good. And oh shucks, that's from Goofy. Is Goofy a dog? I have to look these things up. I don't actually know. Holy cow, don't miss the boat. Willie, happy sailing. Keep tugging along. Smile big. Oh, I like that one. Smile big. One and only. Oh, I already have that in a different color. All ears is good. We got our ears on that day. Well, 3 out of the 4 of them. Let's see. That one. There we go. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of those little word strips used up too. So that's good. What else was I going to do on here? I need a title. What should my title be? Now, I could use this title, Smile. I could use Fun. Or I could use my, what's in here? What do I have left? We have Mickey and Minnie loving on each other. Aren't they cute? Set sail for adventure. Well, we're not really sailing. Ooh, fun. Fun was my title from yesterday, though. I feel like I don't need to repeat that. Happy moments. I could add happy moments. That's another label, but that's cool. Holy cow. For Pete's sake. I don't know if Pete's a dog or not. I need to look it up. It's going to drive me crazy. So not fun, but maybe smile. Maybe I'll hang it off the bottom of my photo. Okay. So I'm just gonna, shouldn't stick that down yet. Okay, let's get some photos on here. I'm gonna glue the photos down. I'm not matting these photos. I almost always mat my photos, and today I feel like matting the photo will be just too much, so I'm not doing it. Crazy. Sometimes we do things that are just not what we normally do, and that's okay. Try all the things. There's no wrong way to do it, right? So this is going to be my bottom photo. And then this one up top. A little bit more space. There we go. So those are my two photos. I want this to kind of tuck under my photos. And these are tags from the tag sheet from this collection. Look how little patterned paper I used, you guys. The only patterned paper on here is the two tags. There's nothing else. Isn't that crazy? There we go. And then this one. And the whole time I'm doing this, you know what's on my mind? Why I'm being so quiet? Because I'm literally thinking about how to get a triangle on here. Welcome to my brain. Yeah. Literally, that's what I'm thinking about right now. Okay, so then, stuck. Do I want? I feel like I do want it on top of my photo. All right. That's the way it's going to go. Smile. Smile big, smile what? Smile what? What do I want to add on here? Smile big. That's what I want. Okay. B. I. Nope. Oh, yep, there it is. There's a G. Smile big. Exclamation points. Oh, yeah. Got a red one. Or is there only a red one? Yep, maybe. Unless I make it two different colors. That's okay. Smile big. Here, let me do this with tweezers because my funky fingers are not my friend lately. A bit shaky these days. Okay. Here we go. We have another one going up here. And then one here. And I'm not lining them up straight. I'm zigzagging them so that I don't feel the pressure. And then I want this to go under my banners. There we go. Smile big. This one needs to go a little higher. Okay. How's that for a title? Okay, now I need this guy. He has a name. This is a frame, in case you're wondering. Okay, and we got some white glue. Let's put our little doily down first because we don't want it to, oops. I don't want to try to put it under here after because we won't be able to get it under the white glue. So if I'm going to put this here, I want my doily to be a little bit further over because this is going to overlap the photo. And so the doily there. And then we want some white glue on our frame with our flower. Can hardly even see the star stenciling, but it is kind of cute under there, isn't it? Then we got some black soot distress ink going to go on here. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue along the bottom, and it's going to sit on my frame. And then this little guy is going to go up in here. I actually don't like that. What? I thought I would. I don't. Oh, I like it better there. Okay, we can put it there. No problem. Which means, though, that I don't necessarily want happy moments. I do kind of want Mickey and Minnie down here, though. So let's give them a little bit of ink. This is a die cut from the ephemera pack from this collection. One of the ephemera packs. I had like a few. I had, what did I buy? I bought the big ones. I don't remember what they're called. I only have one left though. I could tell you. Maybe. Nope. But I bought the Say Cheese Classic Mouse Adhesive Brads. The sticker book. The bits and pieces, and then the big bits, wherever that disappeared to. Oh, it disappeared to the floor. So big bits. I had a lot of stuff for this collection. It's almost all gone, which is good because I'm almost out of photos from this trip. I'm hoping to be finished them by the end of Calvin Ball. So there we go. Okay, so far, so good. Now we want our little scrapicado down here, but I don't know if she's going to, what do you think? Right there? Or do I want her up higher on my flower? Yeah, I like her over there, standing on the flower. That's cute. Okay, scrapicado, you're going right there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue to hold her down. Up over here. And I like how she's wearing that little bow that looks like a Minnie Mouse bow. So funny. And then maybe this little happy moments can go up here somewhere. That's cute. Okay, so I'm going to put that. And here we go. Okay, now, what was I just thinking about? Oh, I was thinking this could go here, but I feel like it's a bit too much. I'm not putting it on. And I'm just going to put the lid on my glue so we don't have a problem later. Now, I just need some enamel dots. And let's see, what do we want to put? We want a red one and a yellow one. Put a yellow in the middle of our flower. That's fun. And then maybe a white. And then I think I'm just going to put one yellow one beside each heart. Or maybe, yeah, that's still fun. Okay, I'm sold. Okay, so we can count up our points. Let's see what we got. Ready? Just gonna move my things out of the way. And we have our, so this is my sketch right here that I'm using by Cynetta Seekins. And I'm not familiar with her work, but I'm certainly looking forward to going and looking. So you know what I think I'm just gonna do? Remember how I talked about I wanted some little triangles? So I'm going to take my white pen because that's a point, and I'm going to draw a couple of white triangles over here, kind of like arrowheads, pointing in this direction, and then slide my paper clip back. And then I'm going to do the same down here, but pointing in the other direction. And then we have white pen and triangles. And I don't think I can get anything else on here, but we will go through the list and find out, right? Here's my handy dandy notepad. And I am going to start counting. So I have done one 12 by 12 page. So that's a point. I have done, I did not get around to commenting today, but I will post in the circle gallery. And I did go catch up on all of my posting. If you watched my video yesterday, you might know that I started posting and then I think I fell asleep or something because I did not finish. And so I went and caught up on all of that yesterday. Circle gallery, personal. So on my paper route scrapbooking, that's why you'll find like 3 layouts all together because I fell off the turnip truck there. And then I'm also going to post to the Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Facebook group. I will post to Instagram. And I'm posting to YouTube. So that's 6 points all by itself. And then I didn't do the commenting or go to a crop today. And then we have our little list. So we have, let's see what we got. We have stars. Yes. We included 100 words. So each of these has more than 50 words. So that's more than 100 words in journaling. Typewriter font. I did use the AA typewriter. Was the name of my font. Label, I got a couple of labels on there. Selfie, these are not selfies, no. A date, yes, I put the date. Washi tape, definitely. I feel like that took half the time. Finish an incomplete project, no. Ribbon, yep, we got ribbon on our tags right here. We have a frame down here. We have a paper clip on our frame. We have enamel dots on our layout. We have hearts. We have a heart here, and then we have little hearts between Mickey and Minnie over here. We have a black doily back here, so we get a point for doily. We get a point for polka dot because there's polka dots on our ribbon. We get a point for stenciling because we did some star stencils there. And that's it for the permanent points. And then we're going to move down to the temporary points for today, which is green. We have green on my son's shirt here. We have green on this avocado. So green we get a point for. And avocado, yep, got my little scrap avocado right there. Music notes. Yes, my paper clip is music notes. Flamingos. Okay, no. And this is where it's like, okay, how many weird things? Like, can you put an avocado, a flamingo, a dolphin, a sloth, and a pickle all on the same layout and it's still going to look good? I don't know. I'm sure some people can. I have to look closer at people's layout and see what's happening. Flamingo, no. White pen, yes. We used our white pen in the corners of our little frame there. We used no dolphins, no sloths, no pickles. I did not have memorabilia for this one. Flowers, there's a flower on our frame and also a flower on Minnie's hat. So we definitely got flower covered. We used a sketch. That's another point. Triangles, we drew our little triangles on that frame. We did not get a house on there. This is definitely not holiday themed, and there is no dog on our layout. Okay, so I think that's it for today. You know what though? If Pete's a dog, I'm adding him on here somewhere. Because there's no way I'm gonna forego a dog point that's as easy as adding Crazy Pete. You know Crazy Pete? Crazy Pete, right there. So I'm gonna add one of him if that is in fact a dog. I'll look it up and then add later. So let's count up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27 points for one layout. That's pretty darn good. I got 37 yesterday, but I did 2 layouts. So, all right. Thank you so much to everybody who came and watched live. I appreciate you so much. And I appreciate everyone who's watching from the future. Please, if you don't mind hitting that like button and commenting, that helps other like-minded people find us on the internet, and I really appreciate it. And I will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. I might be a little bit early, and I'm going to try to be really quick because I have plans at 7 p.m. So we'll see if I make it anywhere on time tomorrow. All right. Thanks again for being here. I really appreciate you. Feel free to leave as many comments and questions down below as you like. I would love to answer them, and I absolutely love hearing from you guys. I hope you're enjoying this series, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye for now.